What is going on, guys? It is Mike, and today we are talking about the newly released OnePlus 7 Pro and my impressions of using the device after 72 hours. As this is my first impressions, make sure that you're subscribed with notifications enabled to be the very first to know when my full review hits. OnePlus and T-Mobile held a launch party earlier this week at T-Mobile flagship stores all around the country, allowing superfans like me and you to go hands-on with the OnePlus 7 Pro before it launched nationwide on Friday, May 17th. Now, as part of those launch parties, OnePlus had some exclusive branded swag that I am going to be giving away to one lucky winner, so make sure that you stick around to the end of the video to learn how to enter and win. Now, let's get started. The OnePlus 7 Pro has an impressive list of features that squarely positions the device as a flagship while being able to deliver on premium experience for much less than the competition. There are 3 versions that are available, 2 from OnePlus and 1 from T-Mobile. You can choose from 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage for $670, or you can even max it out with 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage for $750. So comparatively speaking, this places the OnePlus 7 Pro $50 cheaper than the lower tier flagship devices like the S10e from Samsung and the iPhone XR from Apple. What is great about OnePlus's philosophy is that they overspec the phone in order to remain usable several years down the road. And the OnePlus 7 Pro is no different. First, it's powered by Qualcomm's behemoth octa-core processor, the Snapdragon 855. Second, it is the first commercially available phone to use UFS 3.0 fast storage. Rest in peace, Galaxy Fold. It features an all-glass design, and unlike the competition, it is free from a camera notch or a cutout. And it is worth noting that both the front and rear glass panels are both Gorilla Glass 5. There is a pop-up 16 megapixel camera for front-facing selfies and face unlock. The back of the phone contains the now all too familiar triple camera setup, including a wide, telephoto, and primary lenses. And last but not least, there is a large 4000 mAh battery, which can be charged at 50% full from completely dead when using the included Warp 30 charger. The very first thing I noticed after unboxing the OnePlus 7 Pro is just how heavy the device feels in hand. The device is by no means a lightweight or even a middleweight, as it tips the scale coming in at 206 grams. Some users will be immediately thrown off by using such a heavy phone, especially if you're someone who has been using a Galaxy for any amount of time. Now, for comparison, that is 30 grams heavier than the S10, or according to the measure of things, it's just about the same weight as a hamster. For me, the OnePlus 7 Pro really exudes an immense sense of build quality, making the device feel substantial in the hands, in the pocket, or maybe even in your purse. Now, as someone who's been using an S10 for the past few months, I've really come to appreciate that Samsung delivers high build quality in a tighter package, which makes the OnePlus 7 Pro less than ideal for me, but by no means is it a deal breaker. The OnePlus 7 Pro features a near bezel-less design with a 6.67-inch display that OnePlus brands as Fluid AMOLED. Similar to the Infinity O display found on the S10, the OnePlus 7 Pro has these beautiful rounded corners, allowing the display to spill over to the side of the device. Unlike the S10, when I was using the device in portrait mode, I was constantly had this pain in the ass where the touch targets were implemented along the side of the display. Thankfully, I haven't found myself mistakenly pressing the edges of the OnePlus 7 Pro while watching vertical video on YouTube or even in other apps that have list results like Spotify. The Fluid AMOLED display is extremely vivid and bright for most viewing conditions while being capable of displaying HDR and HDR+ content. The display resolution is 3120 by 1440 and has 516 gorgeous pixels per inch. Now in total, there are almost 4.5 million pixels, and each are running with a 90 Hz refresh rate, meaning that each individual pixel is capable of being updated 90 times per second, making for the silkiest smooth images along with a fluid user experience. Now, the only downside here is that the Fluid AMOLED display on the OnePlus 7 Pro will ruin you from wanting to use another screen other than this. This is going to be in the same way that 4K content ruined you from ever being able to watch or consume standard definition video again. This is something that you truly have to see in person to fully appreciate the impact of it. The OnePlus 7 Pro features an optical fingerprint reader that's been working the majority of the time for me, and it hasn't been difficult to find its location due to its covering a larger surface area than what was found on previous versions. The The biggest opportunities that previous OnePlus devices had was in the camera department, but OnePlus is hoping to address that with the OnePlus 7 Pro. First, you're going to find a 16 megapixel ultra-wide lens, a 48 megapixel standard lens, and an 8 megapixel telephoto lens on the back of the device in a vertical orientation. This triple lens setup should be versatile enough for most smartphone photographers in a number of different lighting conditions. Let's take a look at a few sample photos from the rear camera that I took during golden hour. If you want to see more photos, make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Caputo, where I post regularly using a number of different smartphones, including the OnePlus 7 Pro. Here are those same photos once again. Now, for the most part, those photos are exposed well, maybe just a tad too dark, but again, they do look good for the most part. Not as contrasty or as punchy as something that you would see out of the Pixel. There's good detail in the flower petals and even good separation from the background in portrait mode. Here are a couple more from the back camera, again looking good, but the camera does seem to be struggling where the darker parts of the tree are. Now additionally, it is worth noting that the OnePlus 7 Pro does fix the fisheye edges when the images are captured in ultra wide. Let's switch to the front facing camera. Now speaking of, if you are interested in a camera comparison between the Pixel 3, the OnePlus 7 Pro, and the Galaxy S10, make sure you subscribe because that video is going to be dropping soon. Outside of these core features, there are several other nice to haves, including a finely tuned haptic motor, which is responsible for delivering system-wide feedback. It works awesome. Apple, you need to take note here because the bar has been raised. There's the inclusion of Warp 30 charging, which almost made me forget about wireless charging. There's a first-party screen recorder, the ability to hide unwanted or unneeded apps from the launcher, and really just kind of the overall speed and responsiveness of Oxygen OS. I mean, this is a finely tuned machine. Additionally, there are a wealth of customizations like the fingerprint ID animations, the system UI accent colors, the screen color calibrations, and choosing what icons you want displayed in the status bar. OnePlus really has thought of everything. Let's shift gears for a moment to talk about that sweet giveaway of that OnePlus exclusive swag. Now, the giveaway is open to anyone in the world and it runs through Friday, May 24th at 11:59 p.m. The giveaway is going to include a OnePlus branded canvas tote bag, you're going to get a OnePlus branded baseball cap, a sketchbook, and a OnePlus sticker pack. To enter the contest, just go ahead and drop a comment below with what your favorite feature is from the OnePlus Pro 7. Make sure that you are subscribed on YouTube and that you're following me on Instagram, because that is where I'm going to announce the winner at 12 p.m. on May 25th. Now, all of that praise, the phone is far from perfect and does have some significant drawbacks, especially when it's compared against other devices at the same price point in the premium device category. There are a number of great features on the S10e and the iPhone XR that really could be worth the price of admission depending on what problem you are trying to solve. There's the water resistance certification, which the OnePlus 7 lacks. There's the 3.5mm jack. There's expandable storage, which is on the S10e. There's wireless charging, which is on the S10e and the iPhone XR, in addition to wireless power sharing. Now, for the time being, the OnePlus 7 Pro has the feature set and the competitive pricing to become the daily driver for many people, including myself, but time will tell how it fares against other flagship devices that address its weaknesses. Hey guys, I want to say thank you very much for watching my initial impressions video of the OnePlus 7 Pro. Now, I have a ton of other content in the pipeline, including camera comparisons with the iPhone, Galaxy S10, and the Pixel devices, including my full review of the OnePlus 7 Pro, plus a few things that I haven't talked about. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel if you are interested in that type of content, and hit the like button if you want to see more content like this. I will talk to you in the next one.